Answer the following questions. Why did Rasandil remember? What did Rasandil remember when the princess warned him? Rasandil remembered what his sister-in-law, Rose, had said about his brother Robert in England. She said he realizes his position in society brings with it responsibilities. How was Rasandil's life changed in Mauritania? Rasandil always wanted to have a quiet life, but he suddenly realized how many responsibilities he had in Mauritania. Why didn't anyone seem to notice that Rasandil was not the real king? Because Rasandil looked so like the king, and it was easier for him to pretend to be king than to him by neighbor at home. Why was the letter sent to Rasandil? To ask him to go to the summer house so that someone would tell him something very important about his life. It was a plot from Michael. What did the letter warn him about? If Rasandil, the king, didn't go to the summer house, his life would be in danger. What would happen if Rasandil showed the letter to anyone? It would put Antoinette de Maubin in great danger, as Michael would punish her. According to Sabt and Rasandil, who wrote that letter and why? According to them, Michael had written that letter to trap Rasandil and kill him. What was written on the back of the letter? If you don't believe me, ask Colonel Sabt what woman has been a guest of the Duke. Ask if her name begins with A. According to Antoinette, what was Michael's plan to be king? It was to kill Rasandil and to take his body into the old town to be found. Michael would arrest Sabt and Fritz for murdering Rasandil. A messenger would be sent to Zenda and the real king would be murdered. Britannia was more important to Sabt than feelings. Discuss. Sabt told Rasandil that he had to ask to marry the princess, but Rasandil said that it wasn't fair to the princess as he wasn't the real king. What's the second mistake did Rasandil make? He told the princess that when he was younger, he didn't think he needed to worry about society. He thought that it was someone else's job. How was Sabt at Rasandil's side to stop him from making mistakes? Sabt appeared suddenly and stopped Rasandil from telling the truth to the princess. Sabt was very angry with Rasandil as he wanted to tell the princess the truth. Who did the princess receive the two letters from? One letter was from Michael, who had invited her to visit Zenda. And the second letter was from Antoinette de Maubin, asking the princess not to accept any invitation from Michael and not to go anywhere without many guards. Why did Antoinette ask the princess to show the letter to the leader of Britannia? Antoinette knew that Rasandil would know her handwriting and would trust her, so Rasandil asked the princess that she had to do as the letter said. How did Rasandil plan the future of Britannia if he failed to rescue the king? A. The Marshal would have the authority to say that he was the head of Strelso. If the Duke didn't allow the Marshal to see the king in 24 hours, the Marshal would say that the king was dead. The Marshal had to tell the people that Princess Flavia would be the ruler over Italy. Thanks for listening with Nafham. Learn easily and simply.